TIFU by complimenting a kid's hair. While I, F32, waiting in line at a hotel, a family of 3 came down the stairs with their suitcases. A mother and 2 kids. A teenage boy and a young girl. Likely still in elementary school. The girl and the boy both had bleached blonde highlights in their hair. Clear evidence that their hair had been dyed. I casually commented how cool their hair looked and that I wish dyeing your hair was cool when I was still a kid. Then their mother turned to me and told me that their father had passed away last month. And all 3 of them had all dyed their hair blue, the dad's favorite color, to honor him. I immediately backtracked and said how sorry I was for their loss. But it was too late. The kids were just staring at me. A stranger, with sad eyes. A random woman who had reminded them of their recently dead dad. I tried to apologize, let them go ahead of me, and tried to stare at the wall silently. TLDR. I told a kid she had nice hair and reminded the family of their dead dad. Edit. The blue dye had probably faded by then. There may have been a hint of blue in the kid's hair, but it was too faint to tell. Also, thank you everyone for telling me that I didn't F up. But I thought the point of this subreddit was to share embarrassing, unfortunate experiences so that we can commiserate together. As far as I know, casually bringing up dead parents by accident to strangers qualifies as both embarrassing and unfortunate, and kinda funny in a schadenfreude kinda way. Please correct me if I'm wrong. What I expected. A dude telling a girl she had nice hair and being accused of being pedophile. What I got. A sad story. Emo, you didn't fuck up. How were you supposed to know the meaning of their hair color? The entire world is going to remind them of their dead dad. Chill out lol, you did nothing wrong. They just have a long way of healing to go. Nah, you gave a nice compliment. However sad it is that they lost their father, husband. They chose to dye their hair blue to honor their dad. People are naturally going to comment on things like that. I'm sure you're not the first to say something. Welp, sometimes you can do everything right and still lose. How is this a TIFU? 1. They were publicly advertising that they're in mourning, and 2. How the hell were you supposed to randomly guess that? I dyed my hair fun colors all through high school and college. Had lots of women your age. Now my age. WTF. Lol. Say that exact same thing and I'd happily say, thanks. Back. You made a simple compliment. Didn't ask for any explanation, life story. Don't beat yourself up. TBH, I would have been happy THT someone likes my hair. I would completely ignore the dead dad fact. And cry at him. I mean, something like that seems to be a purposefully visible reminder. Don't get pissy when someone notices and remarks on it. Emo. I mean, how were you supposed to know that? It was a compliment. You said they had dyed their hair with blonde highlights, but then said they dyed their hair blue? That wasn't your fault. The mother shouldn't have said anything to you. TBH.
No actual fuck up here.
Wouldn't having your hair dyed be a constant reminder of you loved one passing anyways? At least until the dye wears off. Especially if they did it in his honor? Fuck that. They are gonna think of him every time they look in a mirror. AD, if you have blue hair, people are going to comment on it. NTA. You did nothing wrong here, my friend, so don't overthink it. Yes, it was an awkward situation, but despite the reasoning, it does make people feel good to be complimented every once in a while. Don't let it get to you so much. They were still grieving. That's all. You can't remind someone of a loss that deep. They always know it and it's right there in their minds. As others have pointed out, if you're literally going to brand your kids with a reminder and then someone comments on it unknowingly, you may want to prepare for that and not act all offended. People grieve how they need to. If lashing out at strangers helps her, then I guess. Way to take one for the team? The whole point of doing something, especially something like this, in someone's memory is to be reminded of them and the time you've spent with them. How could reminding them of their dad a fuck up here? That's like saying I messed up by making a coffee with a coffee machine. That's the whole point. It is there. You didn't do anything wrong. It was clearly a compliment. Not a fuck up. Shit happens. Wait, did their father die? She could have just taken the compliment and not ruined the mood.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Ericast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.